Rachel and John, I'm looking out of my periphery because we're set up a little different here. We really have a big show for you tonight because we have a full band that we just moved in here. Well, not me, but they did. Yeah, we just got out of their way. Anyways, it's Rachel and John. It's your Jagoff Late Night. And we always encourage you to find us here at 5 Foster Plaza every Friday from 5 until 6 because we usually have some cocktails, some mocktails, and even some food, and tonight we even have that. So, but before we get into who's all on the podcast tonight, we talk about, well, we didn't really call out too many Jags this week.
We did not, but we have some great blog posts. If you are following along, you know that we do call out some Jags. If you're parking incorrectly, if you made a headline in one of the newspapers, we're going to call you out. But this week, it was a little bit more sentimental.
Because we're preparing for an update of our website. So Dan, you're right, and so we're kind of keeping.
I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah,
I thought maybe we were rowing.
Next Tuesday, we're rolling out a new website. But in the meantime, we put up some blogs because we have to disseminate some information. And Ball to the Ball is the first thing.
Yeah, if you are a longtime viewer, you know that we had Brandy from Azazu on just last week, and she was talking about this amazing event. It is for research for childhood cancer, and it is called Ball to the Ball, and someone is getting their head shaved, but all of the proceeds are going directly to that, and it is March the 22nd. Check out all of the details on jagoff.com once the website is back up on Tuesday.
That's it. And of course, we're teasing our annual strawberry Jello pretzel salad standoff when we invite everybody to come and make your version of strawberry Jello pretzel salad. We know it's a Pittsburgh staple. There are more details coming. You know, your Aunt Mamie, your Aunt Elsie made it, right? So we're going to celebrate it in May. Just keep tuned to that because
in typical John and Rachel fashion, it used to be in April, and we're moving it to May. But it is great. It is back at the block at Northway. So if you are around the North Hills, you know that it obviously holds some great people. Speaking of great people, someone is to our left who is bringing some great food for a great reason.
Yeah, it's St. Practice Day, which means what, Christy, from the Restaurant 12 in the South Side?
Well, St. Practice Day is to practice St. Patrick's Day.
How about that?
Diana Rua Media turned it into a great event with PAAR, which is Pittsburgh Action Against Rape. So we sell dollar pierogis, and then all the proceeds get donated to PAAR for it. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's pretty awesome in the fact that, you know, we can practice what our break the seal time is, right?
Exactly.
We know that. Plus, we know how many pierogis we can down. So what kind of pierogis is 12 making?
So
as a matter of fact, I think we have some samples coming in here as you talk about it.
Absolutely. Here's my shameless plug. I also own Dose Taqueria. So we're opening up a new location there in Bridgeville. So we actually made our pierogi Mexican pierogi for 12 just to honor that. That pierogi has crema on it, pickled onion, and chorizo. So it's just a buttered pierogi. It's amazing. Truly is.
This looks delicious.
It's really good.
Christy, I don't mean to call out my partner, but when we were sitting here talking before we went on, he was like, "This is really good," but and you're like, "It's the
chorizo."
I love that.
Right, I felt a bubble coming up my esophagus.
It's okay. It's all worth it.
I had to wave it off before we went live.
Is this the first year that you've participated, or have you done this before?
No, every year we've done
it.
Yep.
What is it about it that it's become this tradition in the South Side?
I think that just the South Side bar crawls always kind of work anyways.
Right.
But it just brings people together for a good cause.
Yeah.
I think that's really the main focus of it. I mean, obviously we end up having a blast and everything else, but people's families come all together. It's not just like young kids. It's actually more older people than it is young people.
Is she looking at us?
Well, I think
did you see that she just looked at us?
I'm probably just.
You found out what people love. Pittsburghers, they love bar crawls, they love beer, they love the South Side, and they love pierogies.
Exactly.
So we mix that into a really cool fundraiser and Diana Rua has been a staple in the South Side doing these kind of things, right? Yeah.
Exactly. And what's more Yinzer than a pierogi?
That is it.
There is
we actually
nothing
had
more.
Bree from Breelicious Bites on, and she was talking about how she's going to participate and how she has to really pace herself to kind of see, right? Because there's so many, I mean, you're competitive, but you also understand there's really good pierogis to taste.
Right. There really is.
Yeah.
And it's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Exactly.
That's kind of
yeah.
That's how you have to handle it because
exactly.
You might eat 6 at one place and you're like, oh, they were so good. But then you go to the next place and it could be a chicken pot pie. And then next thing you know, you have the chicken pot pie burps.
There you go.
Just,
I hate when that
just
happens.
like that.
Yeah.
And don't stand close to any of your friends at that point. Just stand close to your enemies. All
And
right.
you have changed this every year, right?
Every
So
year.
This
We
year
do something
you went with
different
it.
every
Okay.
year.
Yeah.
We're
I love
kind
it.
of just play with it. We're chef focused anyways.
Yeah.
So they always like to do something different every
Right.
year just to keep it different.
So we know that
Keep us on our
the
toes.
tickets there are 500 and some tickets. So basically, you can still go get more.
Absolutely.
We want as many people as possible. Where can they get the tickets and find out information?
You can find it on Eventbrite or St. Practice Day, pgh.com. I'm sure they'll plug the link in.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, there you go.
And it's on everybody that's participating's Facebooks and Instagrams. We've promoted it like crazy.
So those of you, those who don't know about 12 and Dos Taquerias, tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's a Pittsburgh brand, so that's unique these days.
right.
Now I always say I'm in a sea of chains.
Yeah.
So, and Southside isn't really like that, but there's also not a lot of restaurants down there either.
Yeah.
You know, so it's important for me to stay there too, but I'm still want to expand and move to the suburbs also too. So I'm going to kind of.
And we're
Be in
in
both.
Bridgeville.
It's in Chartiers Valley Shopping Center.
Oh,
So it's
yeah,
actually
yeah.
Collier Township.
Yeah, right.
It's right on the cusp. I think Collier Township would rather me call it Collier Township.
Yeah.
But
is it the one at the top of the hill or the bottom of the hill? The one where
it's where the Home Depot is.
Yeah,
This
right.
is so
Okay.
big.
Actually,
Do you even
used-
hear this right
It's so
now?
easy.
I have no
Right
idea.
there.
what
Well,
you're even
this
talking
where
about.
the such and such
Wait
used to
till
be.
you,
Yes.
it's where the driver's license center used
Yes.
to be. That
Used to.
everyone got their driver's license.
There you go.
And it was never anything else after that.
After that.
Okay.
So we found whenever we were demoing, it was insane how many licenses we found.
I'm
It
sure.
was pretty cool.
So go get
They
your
were all
camera
expired.
card.
Yeah,
Go get your camera
Go get
card
your
while you're
camera
down
card
there.
because
Yeah.
we found it.
All right.
All right, make sure you get your tickets for this amazing event, St. Practice Day. It is becoming a Pittsburgh tradition. Get your pierogis on March 8th.
Yeah. March
Okay.
8th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I'm
Saturday.
Safe.
Next Saturday.
Next Saturday. Phew, I'm safe. We definitely are going to have you back on once you have opened so we can
Yeah.
talk more about all your amazing food. Thank you so much for
Awesome.
joining
Thank
us.
you guys for having me.
The
I
really cool
appreciate
part
it.
is before we get into all of our guests, we get to find out some pretty fun things with a serious background with People's Gas. So check out this next segment, and then we get to get into our amazing guests tonight on your Jagoff Late Night. Stay
Can we
with
hear
us.
it for the pierogies?
It's John and Rachel. I'm Nick with People's Natural Gas.
And this is a Jag Brag.
Well, it's been a chilly winter here in Western Pennsylvania, but our team at People's has been working around the clock to keep you safe and warm without busting your budget.
We at Peoples believe that everyone deserves the peace of mind to keep their homes warm during the cold winter months. Just like extra layers of clothing protect us from the cold, we have our customer assistance programs that protect people in need.
Layers. I could use layers right now. Like what?
First, we have a program that's open to all income levels, budget billing, which spreads peak season costs over the course of the year. CAP is our main program. It provides an income-based monthly payment to provide a more predictable bill. Our team also helps customers apply for grants from the Dollar Energy Fund and LIHEAP, which can further help cover winter heating costs.
Well, these are good layers, and those are good programs to help make big bills into smaller bills. What about if people have issues with their home that they need to fix?
Yeah, we do that too. You might be eligible for weatherization upgrades, which make your home more energy efficient, saving you money. And Peoples provides emergency repair assistance to help cover critical heating system repairs to help keep you warm through the winter months.
Well, Danielle, now I feel all layered up, ready, so bring on the cold.
Great. Well, if you or anyone you know needs help keeping your home warm this winter, please give us a call, 1-800-400-WARM.
You can also go to peoples-gas.com. We have a program finder there that's quick, free, easy to use, anonymous. You can find out what programs you're eligible for. We're here to help you make lives better for everyone in our community.
I'm Scott Baker, president and founder of 5 Generation Bakers. You probably know us for our famous Jenny Lee swirl bread. We know Jenny Lee is delicious on its own, but we want to answer this question. How do you swirl with Jenny Lee?
Welcome to People's Clean Hydrogen Pilot Program. Here sits no ordinary container. It's a drop-in unit that transforms natural gas into clean, cost-effective hydrogen that can provide you with affordable, safe, and reliable energy with as few emissions as possible, removing carbon and making a product, not a pollutant. So no, it's no ordinary box. It's a powerful decarbonization tool, and just one of the ways Peoples is innovating the future of energy.
It's Rachel and John. It's Jagoff Late Night, and we don't throw this phrase around here a lot, but it really means something here. We do have family, radio loyalty, broadcast royalty here, and legacy. I mixed legacy and royalty here because
that's his word, loyalty
Kiki,
for legacy.
You are here, and we know the history of your dad.
I was looking like, who's the royalty?
right. Your dad's Slide Jock, right?
Slide Jock, that's my dad.
And you guys just celebrated the fact that you both have been in the industry. So
amazing.
This is your home court, though, your home broadcast area. So welcome to the Jagoff podcast for the very first time, right?
Thank you for having me. I'm a watcher, and I'm happy to be here. This is great.
Why is this the first time? That's on us.
I don't know. We see each other in passing.
Yes.
You know I'm always everywhere. So.
You are everywhere. And that's where I wanted to begin. But I love I thought that was a great intro because it is so true. Yeah. You have done so much for our city, both as a podcaster, as a radio personality, as a voice in the Black community, from a legacy family perspective, but also you are so ingrained in the community because you have another piece of this that not everybody knows about. Talk a little bit about your other company.
Oh, my business?
Your business.
Nice to Media Marketing and Promotions. So, and it was based off of my career in radio where, you plan events or you do social media management. And I was like, I think I can make some money doing this. And that's how it got started. And so it's always nice when you have media involved. So whether that's social media management, radio, advertising, and that's where Nice to Media came from.
You've kind of tied it all together. Yeah. You figured out the business of the business.
That's it.
Yeah.
So what does your dad think when you see what he sees, what broadcast media is now, right?
Yeah.
It's so different from
he
what
has a
they
lot
used
to
do,
say.
Right? Yes.
He does not understand the change. I mean, he came in from records and then the carts. So for our millennials or what the betas, I don't know what the new generation is called. So they won't understand what that is. But, now we're touchscreen and we're more digital or we're streaming and he doesn't understand it. So there was a time where someone asked him, you want to come back? He was like,
Imagine what he would say is, hey, you have to make a quick video on Instagram before you go from the studio, before you go
What's
on the
an
air,
Instagram?
Right?
What is that? He still calls me and asks me about Facebook. How do I share? And what's a ping? And what's that? I'm like, oh, God, I don't have time.
But here you are advancing the legacy,
Yes.
advancing the social media, and advancing the community of Pittsburgh. And we really appreciate
Thank you.
Do you feel pressure? When we have athletes on, we say, do you feel the pressure of the Steeler Nation, that they have? Do you feel that pressure from what your dad built as well?
Yes, all the time, because people recognize me as Slide Jock's daughter first.
Oh, is that
And then
right?
there are times I'm like, I'm not just Slide Jock's daughter, I'm Kiki. And it's like, well, okay, it's a crown. So, wear it well. But no, it is. And I have to remember that I represent his name and his legacy. So everywhere I go. So if I see a Jagoff, pulling in front of me on the highway, I gotta, I mean, there are other things too that I'm proud of, but for him and his name, I have to think about that. Yeah. So it is a lot of pressure.
But growing up that way, right? And in that family, in that type of environment, you either take the path or you completely don't. And
I tried.
Right?
I tried not to. I did.
Okay.
I even went into paramedics. I did.
John was a paramedic.
I did, yes.
I don't like this.
I graduated.
I do not like this.
I'm
This
an
is too
EMT.
close. Yeah.
Get out.
Well, not right now, because
Me neither.
I
Retired.
forgot everything. But no, I went to school for medical assisting, so I'm a certified medical assistant. I was a certified medical assistant, and then I got my degree as EMT at CCAC.
Yeah.
And then my dad was like, "You really don't want to do that? Do you really want to do that?" And I was like, "Yes." And he was like, "No, seriously, you don't want to do that."
Sure.
And I was like, "Okay,
Yeah.
maybe I don't." And then I got into radio, and now I'm here since I was 19.
Wow.
Been in radio
Out
since
of
I was
town.
19. Yeah.
Now, are you a boomeranger at all? Did you ever move away?
I did.
Yeah?
I did. I was at the original Whammo until 19. I can't remember it. Yeah. And then I left in 2008.
Okay.
And then I moved to Maryland and worked in radio in Maryland until 2016. I came back. Well, I also worked in DC and New York, and I did traffic and I did radio. So I got that bug, and then came back here and went back to the second Whammo 100. Okay. Did that, and then I landed here at Whammo 107.3. So yeah.
And so now you've done all these things.
Yeah.
And it's sucked you back in.
Yeah, I cannot get out.
There's no way that you could tell me that you don't love this, because
I love it.
It shows.
I can't help it.
Yeah.
Like when Odyssey, thank God for Odyssey, that Odyssey picked up Whammo. It helped us grow and maintain the legacy that Whammo's created for so many years. I mean, celebrating 76 years. Wow. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so people still don't know that we're here.
Right.
And so for me, being the assistant program director, I'm in charge of the music. I make sure, that our image is good. And, I have to constantly remind people like, no, we're still here. Mm-hmm. And so it makes me proud, and I can't leave that. Because people look for us, and we're the voice of Black Pittsburgh. We're the voice of hip hop and R&B and the urban lifestyle. And so I take that very, very seriously. So I can't leave it.
And it's almost like, it used to be you'd be a radio person and then kind of go on to do some other things.
Yeah.
It's like you're a personality on social media, and you back yourself into radio.
Yeah, and it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot, but thank God I'm able to balance it all, and again, thank God for Odyssey. They understand where I'm at. They know I'm a professional, and they know that I care. Yeah. And so they're very, very understanding and lenient, and just and very supportive, extremely supportive. So I'm happy about that.
What has it looked like? We talk a lot. I'm a journalist geek at heart, and I often ask the question for journalists, the face of journalism has changed tremendously. What about radio? So you've put your time in, and you took your break, and then you're back, and you are leading a legacy. Kudos to you for that.
Thank you.
What does it look like now? What's the biggest change? Good or bad?
A lot of people, well, I'll be honest. A lot of people, you don't call the radio station to make requests anymore because you don't have to.
Right.
If I want to hear a song, I could just put it on my phone. So I don't, if I call in to win a contest, that's one thing. Right. If I call to talk to the DJ because I want to ask a question or answer a question, that's another thing. But, it's kind of hard for us to get that engagement.
Sure.
And so we rely on social media. We rely on content, live streams and digital streaming and things like that, and the Odyssey app. So we rely on that. So that's what's different. And then a lot of people are influencers, and so we kind of follow the influencers, and we have to ride that wave until the wave fizzles out.
Right.
So that's exhausting.
And sometimes they're not, and you don't really want them.
You're just one click away from just not being existent. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, seriously. Right. So I'm from traditional radio. Right. I'm from old school radio, and so the outlook it's not the same. The way you look at it, it's not the same.
Kiki, we really appreciate the fact that you hung out here at the, you could be home, right?
Because you had me with pierogies and drinks.
But we've asked you so many questions about your legacy, but the most important question is our question of the day.
Okay.
It's lame. It's lame, but it's not.
It could create chairs throwing out in the background there.
Throw them that way.
Yes. Right.
Since we have been on this little theme of St. Practice Day, and we've had pierogies for 2 weeks now, are you a pierogi person?
I love pierogies.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
Okay. Don't get upset, people. Do you like them fried or boiled?
Ooh. If I'm really, really hungry, boiled.
This is so Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Boiled and butter, salt and pepper.
Okay.
Fried if I got some time.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right?
Yeah. If I got some time, I could put them in. I put them in the oil. But yeah.
You won't commit to either, and I love it.
You went politically correct on that, right?
You're like,
no, I'm not losing any followers.
I was raised right. You gotta do it. You gotta appease everybody. You gotta make everybody happy. Yeah.
Before we ask about the junk drawer gift, where does everybody find you, follow you, and for someone who doesn't know, listen to you? Where can they listen all the time?
You can listen Whammo 107.3. Download the Odyssey app. Make Whammo your favorite station. AUDACY. That's how you spell Odyssey. I'm on air Monday through Friday from 3 to 7, and then Sundays, because I work 6 days a week, from 11 to 2. You can find me on Instagram, Pretty Kitty on your radio, Instagram and Facebook, and then my business, Nice2 Media, marketing and promotions.com.
You do that all so well.
Yeah,
that's the voice. See,
I love that voice.
Watching the YouTube and Facebook, that's the voice.
Smooth.
Thank you.
All right, Kiki, I saw you in the hallway and you said, do I have to bring that thing? What did you bring us for your junk drawer?
This was in my junk drawer, and this was a gift, and I'm not re-gifting, but I thought it was nice. It was from the Women's Center and Shelter Greater Pittsburgh, and it's seeds. And I figured it'd be nice.
That's a great idea.
Because it's spring.
Yes. Yes.
And so it's seeds. So you have to plant them.
The bad news is it was in your junk
this.
drawer.
Well, I just put
try
them
to
in
plant
there.
those things. Kiki Brown.
I just put them in there.
One more time, where does everybody find your podcast?
Pretty Kitty on your radio on Instagram and Facebook. Podcast, yeah, we're not doing that.
We're not doing that.
But
Yeah.
find me at whammo1073.com too.
We love you, Kiki. Thank you so much. We have
Thank
to
you.
bring you on more often. And next up, we're going to talk to the one and only Felicia Mycyk on your Jagoff Late Night.
Welcome to People's Clean Hydrogen Pilot Program. Here sits no ordinary container. It's a drop-in unit that transforms natural gas into clean, cost-effective hydrogen that could provide you with affordable, safe, and reliable energy with as few emissions as possible, removing carbon and making a product, not a pollutant. So no, it's no ordinary box. It's a powerful decarbonization tool, and just one of the ways Peoples is innovating the future of energy.
I've been thinking that Rohrich Automotive needs a new jingle.
Rohrich Automotive got the best cars around Pittsburgh.
Driving a Rohrich, I bought it at Rohrich. Picked up my new car at Rohrich Automotive. I got friends at Rohrich Automotive where the staff is nice and the dealership's loaded with brand new cars. And you can drive real far.
It's Katie from your Jagoff and also 412 Thrive, and we are at Vintage 416 with Rooster's mom, Elena. We are in this beautiful location at Vintage 416 because we are working with our friends to put on a fashion show, and all the models are Thrivers from 412 Thrive.
Since the fashion show falls on the same evening as the Oscars, we decided to have a red carpet fashion show where we're doing one red carpet gown formal outfit and then another kind of funky casual look for the second look.
For $20, you get to see the show. And you get an incredible, it was like an Oscars
goodie bag. And there's also going to be a fantastic backdrop that you can take pictures with. That'll be like Oscar themes with balloons and that.
You've got 3 looks for us.
I did. I picked out 3 fun formal looks to check out just to give you a little sneak peek of the vibes of the show. The first look I pulled for you is an early 1980s, late 70s peach poofy sleeve. Next, I have early 1960s gown. This is a little fancy for dinner, but maybe would be worn to a special event or a party. Lastly, I have an early 1990s look, and this gown actually belonged to Miss West Virginia in 1991. I'm so excited to have a couple of her pageant dresses.
Okay. Sorry. Michaela's telling me to stop talking. I love that our audience is just talking. I love this. I love it. I love this podcast.
Listen, when you see the person who's talking behind the scenes, that is the person I'm going to root for getting a head shaved at St. Patrick's because it is amazing hair. I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
You are jealous.
All right, so Felicia Mycyk, thank you for coming to the podcast one more time. We appreciate this.
Is this number 4, 5?
I don't know. I feel like I'm a regular.
You are a little bit.
Yeah,
it's been a while. It's been a minute, though. It has been a minute, and we missed you.
Well, I wasn't sure if you were mad at me.
Oh, no. Girl. Okay, who is she kidding? You would know. I would say, Felicia, let's chat.
We know you as a coach in so many different places, but you're a life coach at this point because of you have so many life experience, but we know you through Rotary, we know you through football, and in just coaching kids in general in life. And that's sort of where you're landing today, right, as a life coach.
I'm a coach in business, life, and sport, so I can definitely, I coach everywhere. But right now, today, I'm focusing on leadership coaching. You know, if you're interested in that, and that's where people like to reach out to me, and that's in everything, you know, whether it's through sports, whether it's through their business, or whether it's through community service. Everybody wants to grow and get to that next level in life, and that's what I do. I take people and I help them amplify whatever within them, and I take them to that next level.
And so everyone's level, start, right, is different.
Yeah.
Somebody might be just a beginner, not knowing where to even get going.
Yeah.
Then there's other people who may have suffered a setback, don't know how to kind of get back on their feet. what do you specialize in? Or is it kind of like, I just like listening and sort of figuring that piece out? That was a good question right there.
That was pretty good. She was like, you know what? You're too broad. I need you to bring it, hone it in. Hone it in. But the thing is, when you're in a transition, this is where I come in. Where you are looking to take yourself to that next level. I don't care where you're at in life.
Yeah.
I meet you where you're at. So if it's, say you are in journalism and you feel like you're stuck where you're at, I take you to that next level. I help you figure out where the holes are, where the gaps are, and I go ahead and fill it.
And part of that is no matter what business you're in, journalism, or we look down there, a couple of paramedics here, you're the best paramedic, you're the best journalist. That doesn't mean you're going to be a great manager when you start to manage those or lead those people, right? So is that gap that, you go from technician to leader manager, right?
It's hard to manage other people. People leave managers. I mean, in this climate right now, like it is so easy. People like that, what do you call it? Soft parenting.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's gentle parenting, and they are gentle coaches and they're gentle things. People want to leave people who are not able to listen, not able to help them get to that next level. And this is where I come in. I help with the communication. I help them because I'm a professional speaker too. I stand on stage and I help people take themselves to that next level. And that's what I do. It's very difficult when you're dealing with a manager that doesn't know how to hear, active listening.
Yes.
Simple things like that. And it's soft skills, and they're all transferable, but sometimes you don't realize that you're missing something until someone points it out. And when you need a coach, that's where I come in. Everybody needs a coach. Everybody needs someone to help them. I mean, Michael Jordan had a coach. Everyone needs someone to help them get them to that next level. I love dealing with leaders who feel that they're at that level and they need to take it to the next level. I like dealing with people who are like, hey, I've never been in a leadership position, but I need help getting to understand, how do I manage a team of people? How do I see red flags? How do I hear people in the right way that they'll hear me? So this is where I come in.
There was an opportunity that we had about, a year and a half ago to speak at, was it Ambridge High School, where we got to kind of see how respected you are, obviously, from those kids from that perspective, but talk a little bit about what we do and things like that. And afterward, because we had a conversation, you sent us a really unique test.
Yes.
And it was so helpful. I don't think John ever did it. I'd just like to point out.
He actually completed it.
I
was bull crap.
Bad for him.
If you were going to guess which one was going to complete it,
it was going to be John.
Oh my God!
Boom!
But I did. I did
everybody. Good night.
But I was surprised. So what she's talking about is the working genius, and the working genius, I don't know if there's a lot of people in the city that does it, but it's truly seeing who you are at your core. Because there are so many personality tests, but this is a productivity tool and a personality test. So it helps you take yourself and really see who am I? What is my genius? What is my working genius? And it's fun because now you get to know, okay, this person is a wanderer and they're thinking so much in the clouds that, as a person who's really good with tenacity, they're sitting there okay, my boss is talking about they want this, they want that, they want another thing, and they're wanting to jump on and complete things because their genius is tenacity. But if their genius is wandering, they just have to realize okay, my boss is a thinker. And they're always in the clouds, and I have to change my language and get them to understand how to land the plane because they are constantly just in the clouds. And I'm like, how do you get a person to hear you? So if you understand what your genius is, you're able to work with other people. And I offer working genius assessments.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, and we have to, as a leader, you have to assess the team, right?
Yes.
Because they're not all the same personalities.
No.
You have to know which pieces of the puzzle to offer to each different personality, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's also about figuring out, it's more of an interjection than an interruption, but it's also figuring out how do you work with people, right? Because you can't choose, I don't want to work with you. You have to figure it out.
You have to figure it out, especially if you want the paycheck. Or better yet, it's even in your own family dynamics. If you realize that your husband is a person who, again, is one that's in the clouds all the time, and then you are a doer, you have to figure out, how do I get my husband to know that he's causing anxiety in me because he keeps saying these different thoughts and different questions, and I don't know when he actually wants me to jump in and do the work.
Yeah.
So, and then there's people like me. I'm a galvanizer. I can grab people together and get them together and move things forward, but people forget about you need to get everybody to buy in on an idea and get them to get to the next point. So you may build a team and realize that you have everybody in your team is good at thinking, but no one is on your team that's good at landing the plane, the tenacity, getting the job done. But then you might need somebody who can pull people together. So with any work project that you're doing, you need to have somebody from every genius at the table and helping making decisions so you can move your project forward.
If we call you a mentor, does that give you pressure? Or do you accept that and say,
yes,
I am?
You know what? The first time you called me that, I wasn't sure if I liked it. I wasn't mad. I was just sitting there like, does mentor pay the bills? But now I'm like, no, I'm good with that because I understand like this is my role in life. This is my passion and this is what I've been blessed with. I'm able to help people elevate themselves. I amplify the leader within others and that's what I do. And no matter what, and that's why I'm able to be in community service areas. I'm able to be with sports. I'm able to be with people in leadership. I'm speaking at the David L. Lawrence Convention Center as a keynote speaker at one of the biggest nursing opportunities coming this way in March. But they're pulling me in because that's what I do well. I'm able to mentor people and help you get to that next level. And I help people hear me. And it's like, it took me a long time, a lot of heartache to be able to get to that point. Yeah. But I think what you said earlier, I'm wise because I've been broken so many times.
Well, I mean, that's part of it, right? Yeah. We always say you have to have something bad happen to know how good is. I know. Right.
Girl, and I am at that point. There's so much that has happened to me and I'm saying like, I am young. Yes. Yeah. I am young, but I've been through it all and I'm ready to be able to give that to someone else so they can get to where they want to go quicker than what it took me.
Where can everybody find you and follow you so that they can get this advice as well?
Well, my last name is Mycyk, Mycyk. It's Coach Mycyk, or you can just find me by my name. Google me. I'm searchable. FeliciaMycyk.com.
Easy enough.
Easy.
What did you bring us from your junk drawer,
Oh my
please?
goodness. I brought you stickers.
Stickers.
Oh, lovely.
And they're little pictures of me.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my God, I want a sticker of Felicia Mycyk.
So, yeah, because I want you to, when you're looking at this, when you put it in your junk drawer, but I also want you to put it on different things because I want you to constantly, when you see it, to remind yourself that, you know what, I know I am. Girl.
She said, I know.
Because I'm accepting it now.
She said, hear me roar.
Hear me roar.
Right.
You knew it.
Yeah.
Yes. So that is awesome that you brought us stuff from your junk drawer. That's a great rendering, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
So one more time, where does everybody find you online?
FeliciaMycyk.com.
Okay, that was a really hard question to answer, right? But the most important question is, did you bring us do you know our question of the day?
Could you repeat it one more time?
Yes. Yes.
It is John and Rachel, you Jagoff late night. But in the meantime, our question has to do with pierogis because we've been talking about St. Practice Day for 2 weeks now. So, are you a pierogi person before?
I am.
Okay, thank God. Are you a fried pierogi or a boiled?
Oh, okay. So I think you have to do both. I think you have to boil it.
This makes Rachel so angry. Did you get that on her test that she
My
made?
test is this.
Her test that she needs you. Yes.
You have to. Unfortunately, you have to have it a little bit crispy. Because if you just do a boiled pierogi, that's like you just went to the store and grabbed the bag and did it. Like I like going to the churches. I like them to boil it, and I like to have the onions, the caramelized onions. Like that matters.
Okay. Yeah.
If you don't have that, and you don't have that little bit of crisp,
you're angry.
I am angry. Because you know what? I'm from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And I know what matters.
You know your Peruvian.
This is the kind of passion. If we put this on the question of the day, this is the kind of passion
People
that goes
go
on
crazy.
with Facebook.
And it's not
comments.
angry. I just am assertive and I know what I want.
There you go.
So I ask you, please don't put that word angry next
One
to
more
it.
time. One more
Felicia.
time, Coach Mycyk. Where would you go to find your leadership skills?
FeliciaMycyk.com. Call me if you want to be assertive.
One of the best people I've ever met. Thank you so much for coming back on. We're so glad that we got to have you. And next up, we get to catch up with an old friend, Gallo. Stay with us on your Jagoff Late Night.
Thank you.
Mancini's Bakery, 97 years in business and still getting better. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram. That's where you will see various Pittsburgh personalities like Gretchen McKay, Super Bowl MVP Santonio Holmes, KDKA's own Mary Hours, and WPXI's Jenna Harner, learning how to make the famous Italian twist bread. Follow Mancini Bakery on Instagram and Facebook, and remember to ask for Mancini's.
Welcome to Panama. Can I take your orders?
You need a tap it?
No, we don't use this. We know how to yell the sandwich to cook. Here we go.
Let's dig in.
It's John and Rachel. We love to dig into iconic Pittsburgh places like Permanis. So we brought our friends from People's Gas.
Please call at least 3 business days before you dig.
It doesn't matter if it's a big project or something small like a mailbox. Always call before you dig.
I called. We can dig in.
So please call 811 3 business days before excavating so you don't have to call 911.
Where are you at? We're at the Lindsay Theater in Swickley, talking Oscars with Josh Axelrod.
We want to know Oscars 101, and then we're going to visit a couple of Squiggly spaces in true fashion of where you're at. So talk to us about the Oscars. It's all the buzz. Everybody's talking about it, but you know the inside track.
Yeah.
Who's winning? No,
I do. I try. Oscars are this Sunday, 8 o'clock, I think. I'll certainly be watching. 10 Best Picture noms. The Lindsays played 9 of them, and starting on Friday, we've got 2 more. We got Nora and Nickel Boys. Pro tip, see Nora. Nora's got the inside track right now to win Best Picture. It might not. It's got some challenges from like a Conclave and The Brutalists. Nora is the one to see. Not that I'm biased because it's playing at my theater. But
so for someone who hasn't been here to the Lindsay Theater to see some of these amazing nominated movies, what's the allure?
It's a nonprofit movie theater, 2 screens, state-of-the-art technology, clean, extremely friendly. If you want a more
Wow. That's new. It's John and Rachel, you Jagoff Late Night, one of our favorite performers who we have not seen. No, we've seen you, but we have not gotten together in I think it's 3 years. Welcome back, Gallo.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be back.
You know, the first time I met you, it looks a little different. Yeah. But if it were up to me, you would be on every week. You have always been one of my favorites, but more importantly, such kudos to you because you know the definition of the grind. I watch you on social media. The things that you've accomplished are just amazing, and I love seeing you shine, so congratulations.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
It's all been since you were on the podcast, but tell everybody your credit, right? So
you guys all the credit, yes.
No way we'll take that because you're the hard work. Tell us, everybody, how it all started and where you are now.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm just having fun. You know what I mean? I'm having fun. I'm creating music. I'm doing a lot of music for like TV shows and movies and commercials, and I got my pride and joys of my daughters, you know what I'm saying? So they're into the music and stuff and doing shows and just honestly just spreading the message of positivity, you know what I mean, and love. So, and unity. So
I love it. Well, and spreading love is part of deciding which pierogi do we like.
Yeah.
And you're going to have your daughter come up here because
I am.
we know everybody's coming down hard on
these.
Be careful. Come on, just be careful on there. All right, so the question of the day is really, do you like boiled or fried pierogies? And you brought in.
Let's hope you like them.
You phoned a friend.
I love pierogies, and I like mine boiled.
Boiled, yes! Finally, someone who has a decisive answer.
Follow-up questions. Anything on it? Butter?
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly, butter.
There you go. Gallo, tell us about the song that we're going to hear.
Yeah, so the name of the song is called I'm a Push. I think it's perfect timing for this type of song to, motivate people to push and go hard and stay motivated and positive. So,
all right.
Yeah, and then I got
backed up by the...
Yeah, by the Borsa Boys.
Yes. We're going to hear quickly for our 412 dudes, Jeremy and Angie from Discover the Burgh, and then we're going to get to our song. Stay with us, you Jagoff Late Night.
Hey everyone, Jeremy and Angie from Discover the Burgh, and we are bringing you the 412 dudes for the week. It's going to be March this weekend.
That's crazy.
I know.
It's unbelievable.
Well, with the new month comes new things to do, and we're really excited because Phipps Conservatory has been renovating their tropical forest room and is now going to be Panama themed, opening on Saturday. So if you want to be inside checking out a cool new art exhibit, new plants, all dedicated to Panama, it's going to be a lot of fun. Also this weekend too, if you want to see a show, the Symphony downtown is doing the music of Pixar, and I have a soft spot for Pixar movies,
course,
and just the music is excellent. I think hearing the Symphony play would be
and seeing up on the screen too some clips from the movies that they're playing the music for. I think that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, that's going to be a real treat. What about food, Angie? You love food, so
well,
what's new?
You mentioned that it is almost March, which it's hard to believe that there's a lot of things that are coming up related to food along with the season. It's kind of gradually changing here. So Pages is actually opening on March the 7th is their opening day.
So that'll be next Friday.
Yes, and I mean it's a classic.
It's a sign of spring, warmer weather and ice cream. It's so good. What else we got? What other new foods coming out?
So we're excited about this new spot in Southside Works. So it's Nanshang Soup Dumplings. So they have a lot of locations on the East Coast. They're kind of branching out, and we're excited that they're going to be opening a spot here in Southside Works. So I love a good soup dumpling.
Same, yeah. If you haven't had soup dumplings, they're Perfect. They're so good. And also, local brewery Burgers is expanding with another new location. They're actually opening up their flagship store is now open in Millvale, so you can get great burgers and homemade beer. It's a great spot. I love the rosemary fries specifically, but
I like that all their burgers are named after like Pittsburgh, like neighborhoods or Pittsburgh things. So it kind of feels like a little taste of home. It's great.
That we haven't been yet, but we've seen photos of it. It looks like a beautiful new space. And also, Angie, Lent's coming up, right?
It is. It's so hard to believe that we're in March already, pretty much. But yeah, Lent is coming up, which means
fish fries,
which of course there's a ton to keep you busy throughout the whole season. I don't even think you could not make it to all of them.
No, there's a map that someone has online that's like an open source map of all of the fish fry locations, and it's like I would need years to just go through all of them.
No.
We love going to the Elks Lodge in the north side mostly because it's close to us, but it's also really cool to see like when restaurants and other places do fish sandwiches on the menu in addition to all the pop-up locations that you're going to find throughout the city. But starting next Friday, get a fish fry. That's it for us this week for the 412-dos. We're Jeremy and Angie from Discover the Burgh.
I go by the name of Jello and I brought my guys with me to bust the boys. This song is I'm a Push. You can find me on gallowsworld.com. Y'all ready to rock? Yeah. Let's do this. Yeah. I go by Gallo Lognez once again. Yeah. And I brought my brothers with me to bust the boys. Yeah. Y'all in for a treat. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I'ma push till I can't anymore. I'ma push till my body too sore. I'ma push till my sweat hit the floor. I'ma give it my all. I'ma rise, not fall. I'ma push till I can't anymore. I'ma push till my body too sore. I'ma push till my sweat hit the floor. I'ma give it my all. I'ma rise, not fall. I'ma push and I'ma go hard. Reach for the sky, give me those stars. You can bet that I'm putting my all in. Ain't no other way, so no time for a bargain. Pardon me as I move on. They try to cut my words short like a coupon, but I've been working way too hard for too long. You thinking I'ma quit right now? You're wrong. Never that, however, that's the motivation. Plus focus equals success, the calculation. So I grind hard with little sleep in between. I don't dream my life, I live my dreams. I'ma push till I can't anymore. I'ma push till my body too sore. I'ma push till my sweat hit the floor. I'ma give it my all. I'ma rise, not fall. I'ma push till I can't anymore. I'ma push till my body too sore. I'ma push till my sweat hit the floor. I'ma give it my all. I'ma rise, not fall. I'ma push. I'ma get it all. I'ma get it, I'ma get it all. I'ma get it, I'ma get it all. I'ma get it all. The pain, the hurt, the sickness, the weak. The hurt, the envy, the lies that they speak. The game, the players, and all the rules. The drive, the focus I use as my fuel. And that's just to name a few. This game means a lot to me, so what's it mean to you? Cause when the light's on and the camera's steady, I'ma show the whole world that I'm ready. I'ma push till I can't anymore. I'ma push till my body too sore. I'ma push till my sweat hit the floor. I'ma give it my all. I'ma rise, not fall. I'ma push till I can't anymore. I'ma push till my body too sore. I'ma push till my sweat hit the floor. I'ma give it my all. I'ma rise, not fall. I'ma push. I'ma push. I'ma push. I'ma push. Yeah. Once again, I go by Gallo Lognez. And these are my brothers, the Bush, the boys. Let's go, make some noise, y'all. Yeah, yeah. Hey,
just want to run through a wall right now. I just want to run through a wall.
Right, go. Come on in.
Yeah, we need to move in a little more. All right. Listen, that was fantastic. Nothing like that has ever happened in the studio with us. Come on. And leave it to you. Leave it to you to do it. Thank you so much.
Tell us about the Borstal Boys and your relationship there, right?
These are my brothers, man. We rocked out for so many times. Shout out to the Vault, right? The Vault has definitely linked us, and we've done a few shows together. You know what I mean? And we're doing our song. We're gonna be releasing our push pretty soon. You know what I mean?
So you heard it here first. Ish. Come on, just say yeah.
All right.
At the Vault.
You guys, we absolutely adore this. We're going to have to do, we're coming to the Vault to do something. So we'll have to have you come. Where can everybody find you and follow you?
Yeah, so gallowsworld.com. You know what I mean? That's my website. And then everything is just Gallo Lockness. So.
Where can everybody find the Borstal Boys? BorstalBoys.com.
Fantastic. Mark, did you have a good time? Yeah. You want to say something?
Great time. Gallo's trying to steal my job as a lead singer.
Listen,
listen.
Can we get a do we have him? Do we have him on camera? That is the guy we're rooting for to get a. We're getting a baldy shave right there down.
John wants his hair.
Baldrick
you guys,
right
thank you so much for an amazing night.
We're gonna raise money. All right.
I know.
So
I have to
thanks
stop
to Tracy.
this.
Thanks to Michaela. Thanks to Johnny, and thanks to Felicia and
Kiki.
Also Kiki. And everybody.
And St. Practice Day. Check it out. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy your weekend and check us out on your Jagoff Late Night. See you guys. Woo!
Did you all see what I was doing back there? Did you all see what I was doing?